Facebook.
No. I keep coming my camera. What's going on, you guys? Let me see if I can hear myself because this thing about to make me mad. Like, ugh, I just can't. Okay, I guess. Oh no, 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 go back. Okay, I guess I can hear myself. Okay, so I always try to check that before I even try to go live or anything. So I said I was gonna get back up on here tonight because I had a lot of stuff to do, but I really don't have nothing to do. I ate. I ate me some food, and now okay, let me turn this down. I ate me some food, and now I'm just here. I was sitting, I was listening to music, so I was like, let me just jump on for a little bit and just talk just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So what we're talking about today is, if you see the title is, what do you look for in a life partner? What do you look for in a life partner? Do you know? Do anybody know? Well, I have some things that like you can go over, cover, and see what you would enjoy in a life partner. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up because I wanna. Okay, my mic's still on. So I want to just see what you enjoy. I mean, not enjoy, just like what you believe in, what you like to, what you want in a life partner. So I'm gonna put. I don't know if you can see me, but anyways, so we're gonna be talking today about that. So I wrote some stuff down. I wrote some stuff down. Just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me just a little bit. So if I go back a little bit, whoa. But we're gonna talk a little bit, just a little bit about oh my god, I have to say some of the name. About some things that for your life partner. So when being around that person, what do they make you feel like in your soul? What do they make you feel like? Do they make you feel love? Do they make you feel like, ugh, this is not the right person for me? Because inside of your soul, you would know actually who and when and how. Because if that person makes you feel like, man, like, ugh, I mean, that's why you gotta set boundaries. But I'm still gonna go over some things like me, what I do. You know what I'm saying? So for you to understand, like what you look for, how I look for it, and whatever. So, do you know and do you trust? Do he or she trust your past? Because if they don't trust your past, they're gonna always bring your past up, throw it in your face. Oh, you know you was doing this or what, you know. But at the end of the day, that's why communication comes in and you talk about it. You talk about it. So, have you identified and have y'all communicated about each other needs and expectations? Because sometimes you can go down the wrong path with a person. You go down with the wrong path. Just say, for instance, if y'all didn't discuss all these things and then it always come up something totally different in y'all conversation or something like that, it's not the right thing. I mean, like you're gonna always be in a in an argument with that person, or you're gonna be arguing with that person. Okay, so you got to ask yourself: is this person, you want a person? Well, I do. Down to earth. You know, is they down to earth? Are they intelligent? What about independent? Are they independent, or are they just sitting on the couch all day playing a video game? Y'all know I always say that. I love that. Do they have a great sense of humor? Like I have a great sense of humor. I want somebody to have a great sense of humor also, because I mean, I like my life partner. A little goofy, but goofy then always angry. You understand? If you understand what I'm saying. So I'm bringing this back. So, oh, okay. I'm gonna get my glasses, but don't y'all try to read me on my glasses, okay? If I can find them, right here. Don't be trying to read me on my glasses, okay? Because I know. Don't worry about it. I can't really see up there, but I can see here. uh, do y'all have things in common? Do y'all have things in common? And some things that I was not gonna talk about, I can see, like I can see far from. I mean, I can see far over there, but right here I can't see on the paper. So that's why I take them off and on. And I usually wear them damn on my nose if I can see both places. But I'm not gonna do that. That's on my personal time, okay? But I'm gonna strain my eyes. I don't want y'all to see my glasses. So so be compatible in the bed. I mean, like, hey, you gotta discuss your do's, your don'ts. You gotta know what they like, what they don't like, because that can be that's gonna be a disagreement on certain things. Like if one person want to do something totally different and this person don't want to do it, then hey, that's why communication comes in. Have well, we talked about that, but I'm gonna go back over it. Do they have a good career? Do they have a good career or a job or anything? Or y'all goals are the same thing? Y'all goals are the same thing. Y'all thriving after the same thing. You got to know, because you don't want to just be with a person and say, okay, well, I do have dreams and I do have goals, and then but when are you gonna succeed these goals? When do you want to succeed these goals? Or is it gonna be in a now? Or you gonna trying to wait in the future? Because my thing is, if y'all are together, or if y'all planning on being together, or you planning on getting married, you got to know if that's compatible to you. Because if it's not compatible to you, that's how some people pick up their bags and they leave because their plans and their goals are not not the same. They don't have to be exactly the same, but y'all got to know exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it. And one thing I know, your hygiene is a must. Your hygiene. For real, your hygiene is a must. I mean, because at the end of the day, I done ran across some little tort people, just put it like that, some tort people. And what I mean about that, like, your arms your arms are your breath. You know, I like to, my life partner, I like to show affection. Show affection. So if I'm showing affection and your breath is foul, you're not a person, you're not the person for me. I mean, like, go up in there and brush your teeth, or if you are the person for me, we're gonna have to work that out. I'm gonna have to tell you straight up. Well, we're gonna have to fix that problem. We're gonna have to fix that problem because, like, if you my perfect person, then, but it just some things some things you just cannot do. So you got to know that your hygiene is a must. Okay, so if I go to someone's house, or is their house clean? Is their house clean? Because if your house clean, your hygiene's not clean. But sometimes you can have a house that's messed up, and just because you messed it up, or your hygiene's still clean. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you gotta get can they cook? Can they cook? Because, like, you don't want to go eat fast food all the time. I don't like eating out. I like eating food that I cook. But if my person can't cook, it'll be a good idea to be in the kitchen with them, showing them how to cook. Because, like, if you that's like growing with one another. growing with one another. Because if you can't cook, I'll be like, okay, let me show you how to get down in the kitchen, and we and there we goofy, we laughing, we having enjoying ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So this is how relationships should be. Is they helpful at home? Like if y'all stay together, do they help around the house? Or they just sit there all day long on the couch playing a video game? Y'all know I was gonna throw that in there again, right? So, are they generous with the poor? Is they generous with the poor? Like if you see a homeless person out on the street, and if you have it, they ask you for $1, and you have a nasty attitude. Oh, I don't got no dollar. You just don't. But it depends on who the person is, because you can't just hand your money to everybody. But just know, are they generous? Because you have some snobby people like, oh, I don't want to. He dusty. He this and that. But help. That's what we're here for. So just and this one big old thing. Do they can't, well, they can, but I don't want a person. I don't want a person that flirts with friends or family. No, that's out the ordinary. No, that's not a right thing to do. So if you already know that person is a flirtatious person, then no, that's not a person for you. Or if you're a flirtatious person, then hey, sometimes you got to come on back, because if you want something out of life, if you want something with that person, your life partner, then you gonna have to cut all that out. Let that go, because that's childish. Let that go, that's childish. Okay, so do they get along with your family? Do they get along with your family? How do you react to your family coming over, or how do I react to their family coming over, or whatever? I don't mind. I'm a people's person. I'm a people's person. I get along with everybody. I don't beef with nobody. I don't have time for that. I'm a people's person. Um, I'm okay. Just forget it, y'all. I'm gonna put my glasses on or whatever. It don't matter if y'all laugh or whatever you do. I don't care. Okay. Is they in tune with whatever religions, and like that's people, soulmates. You got to be religious. You got to know God. You got to believe in God. You got to trust in God on everything that you do. A family that prays together stays together. You understand that? So if you understand that, then that's just like your life partner. Do you and your life partner pray together? Do y'all pray? No. So I know what I have not done in my past. I know that a family that prays together stays together. I know I didn't do that in my past. So that's what I'm bringing to the front for the now. You know. So you gotta think about it. Think about it. That's true. A family that prays together stays together. So if you want your life partner to be the one for you, and that partner know that you the one for them, then y'all pray together and keep it in God's hand, because God will lead your path. You understand that? So you got to have respect for one another. You got to have respect for one another, because if you don't have respect for one another, the relationship will crash. It's gonna crash. It ain't no, I'm getting angry and I'm supposed to call you out your name, because at the end of the day, your mom or your dad did not name you a B, a H, or a T. You know what I'm saying? They didn't name you that. So if I call you out your name, that's disrespectful. So have respect for one another. So actually find, well, I know, like, I could find someone attractive. Like, people think that you got to look a certain type of way, like, oh, they so fine, they this and that, they this and that. I can get me a ugly, how people call them ugly. It don't matter about. what you look like. It's about what's on the inside of you. People will be like, oh, why do you go with that ugly person? It's according to what's on the inside of you. Don't worry about if he ugly or not. That's because it's not for you. It's not for you. That's for me. That's my life partner. So that's my rule right there. Don't worry about what they look like. That's my life partner. It's not yours. So you can take your judging self and go on and hit the door. You hear me? But then I will, and then you also, like, when people say that type things or whatever, you have to be honest with your life partner also. So I would come to my life partner and I'll be like, oh, what you call it, said this, because I don't want nobody to be talking behind my life partner back, and I can't tell my life partner. That's where communication come in at, you guys. So make sure they not crazy, jealous, or when people look at you. Make sure they're not crazy and jealous when people look at you, because when people look at you, I used to go like, oh, what they looking at? Why they looking at you? Dude, that was me. That was me. Now what they looking at? Tell them to stop looking so hard. But at the end of the day, if someone you can't worry about if somebody look at your life partner, because if they find them attractive, that means you're doing something good. That means you have to have trust in your life partner to know that your life partner is not going to go over yonder. That's it. So I also want somebody to respect my free time and my space. So like if me and my life partner stay together, correct? If we stay together, so I don't necessarily have to go outside the house. I don't necessarily have to go outside the house. He don't necessarily have to go outside the house. What I can say is, I have another room. Like I can have my office. I can do this. I'll be in another room, or they can be in the den or whatever. You don't have to be just because you stay with one another. That don't mean you have to be around each other all the time because you see each other in the house or y'all stay together. No, I can be in one room all day and they in there whatever they're doing. He could be playing a video game. As long as they did what they needed to do today, I don't care what they doing up in there watching the game. I don't care. I don't care about that. But my thing is, you got to give one another space. But you got to trust and believe and put that trust in that person to know that that person is not trying to walk out the house and trying to go do this and trying to go do that. It's a trust thing. You got to know if you can trust that person. You can't go into a relationship without trust. Because if you go in a relationship with you already not trusting them, well, what you with them for? What are you with them for? That means that's not the person for you. So, and make sure that the person that you with won't try to control you, or I won't try to control anybody, because at the end of the day, if we both in this partnership, we both grown. So you can't just say, oh, go over there and do this, or you need to go over there, because at the end of the day, I'm not their mama or daddy, and they not my mama and daddy. They not God, they just your life partner. So be respectful and be mindful of how you treat and talk to someone that's supposed to be your life partner. Be mindful of that. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about this part, because I don't want to talk about that. And then I already talked about that. See? So just know this. Know this also. And your person, I mean, like, hey, we all know that a lot of people smoking weed. I don't mind, like the weed. I don't mind, but it just smells like BM to me. It smells like BM. It smells like BM. So that means if they did, then you have to go in another room with that or something. Because I prefer you not to or whatever. I don't care that part. That's on you. I'm not gonna do it. And the heavy drugs, no. Heavy drugs. If you my life partner, we're not doing that. Ain't no heavy drugs coming into the household. None at all. None whatsoever. Drinking wise, ain't no heavy drinking. Getting drunk every day. No. No. What do you want to get drunk for every day? Because I see that when people get drunk every day, you covering up all the problems that's built up in the inside of you. That's what you're doing. You covering up all those problems. But when you throw up and then you wake up in the morning, what happened? All them problems comes right back to you, and you think about it again. So you pick up another bottle. Start learning how to set your mind to deal with your problems. Those are your little demons talking to you. Decide on today that, okay, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decide to learn how to control them. If you need to talk to someone about that, because all that in the inside of you, it builds up and it causes anger. It causes anger. So if you know that, do better. Start going through your past. If you got so much anger in the inside of you, start going through your past right now. Like right now, and deal with it. Deal with it. You don't have to pick up a drug. You don't have to pick up a drug. You don't have to pick up no bottle. And then it's according to how you drink also. Like I mean, I drink wine. But that hard liquor, I used to drink that. I can't even drink that. I tried it. It's just so strong, and it just makes you feel like it makes you feel like, I don't know what it makes you feel like, but it makes you feel like, I don't know. I can't even tell you, but I just don't like that feeling no more. Like you just wake up and just hang over, then you want to try to. Then people say you gotta drink some more. You got what? No, do you know what I felt like last night? No. So therefore I can't do the heavy drinking. I don't even do beer no more. I don't do beer. I drink wine. I like my wine because what wine do to me, it mellows me out and it relaxes me. And you know what? After then, once it mellow you out, you know where you at? Sleeping good. Sleeping good. You sleep good off of wine. Wine don't get you all toasted and this and that. It just mellows you out. And I get some good rest. I can't take you no lie on here. You hear me? Okay, so and another thing. So you got to like with people that don't have kids. Like my life partner, I'd rather for them not to have kids because I don't have kids. I'd rather for them not to have kids. But if they do have kids, if they do have kids, we have to, you still have to welcome them in your house. Welcome them in your house. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a part of your life partner. That's a part of them. So therefore, but I rather for a person not to have. But I don't care about it. Just as long as you don't have no baby mama drama. That type of stuff right there, I just can't deal with. I can't deal with no baby mama drama. No, I cannot. And I just can't do that. Like if y'all co-parenting and y'all know what each other, like what y'all know exactly what y'all do. Co-parent. Not know, oh, you didn't buy the baby, you didn't do that. Okay, so you ain't gonna see my baby. I don't have time for my life partner to be going through none of that type of stuff. Because I take her little butt to court. I take her little butt to court. Come on, boy. Let's take her to court. Take her to court. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and get this stuff done right. You talking about you ain't letting them. if you opened your right and left, and he was a part of that, that's his child. Stop trying to hold people, kids from them. Because I think that's so childish. That's so childish of a woman to do that to a man. Why not let him see him? Everybody has a struggle in life. This one thing you got to understand to the women. Everyone has a struggle in life. And maybe if you would have got to know that person and learned about their struggles and what's going on in the inside of them, then you would know something. But you jump to have kids, you jump to do this and you jump to do that to try to keep him there. But then when he don't want to be there, you don't want him to see his kids. Come on, get it together. Get it together. Because at the end of the day, when people start doing stuff right and start taking your butt to court, and then they start winning the cases, and then they be a single dad, and you be on child support, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Because it's ridiculous how I just see women, oh, you can't see him. But listen, everybody goes through struggles, baby. Everybody goes through struggles. So therefore, oh, child support. Well, then it takes two to have a baby. So that means if one's slacking, then you pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Stop worrying about some money. That's all people worry about. It's some money. Pray to God that God leads you in a direction that okay, I know my baby daddy right here, right now. He's not doing this and he's not doing that. Then don't downgrade him on what he's not doing. Just let him be a parent to that child. That's it. That's it. That's the young generation. That's the young generation that's doing that. Like why you want to do all this extra stuff just because he don't want you? Or I don't want my child around that other woman. You can't tell that man who he can be with. You can't tell that man who he can't be who he can't be with. As long as his life partner or whoever is not abusing your child, you shouldn't worry about it. You shouldn't worry about it. Let that man have time with his child. But that's it for me today, y'all. Just know that God loves you, and so do I. That's it for me today. Because I done got heated on that part. But y'all have a good night. And